What is good, you guys? Welcome back to the channel, and as requested, the full day of eating video is right here. I'm gonna keep this as raw and just straight to the point as possible, because I do think that sometimes people go on and on in full days of eating. People just want to see exactly what you eat. Obviously, I'm in off season. I'm actually in my final week of off season this week, so calories are at an all-time high, and I'm pushing in 6 meals a day. This is what we're starting with. So we've got 3 whole eggs, 200 mils of egg whites, some little token bit of asparagus just because I had it left. I've got 75 grams of cream of rice and 15 grams of almond butter in there. I've also got a coffee, I've got some water. It's 8:30 in the morning exactly, and this is exactly how we're starting the day. So let's get to it. I'm going to show you every single meal that goes down today. It's a lot of food for me, might not be a lot of food for other people. However, yeah, I'm pretty stretched by the end of the night. So we're pushing the food big. We're getting this off season finished off nice and strong, and then we're going to be getting into prep. All right, so that is meal 1 down, and the totals for that meal is going to come to 656 calories. It's going to be 48 grams of protein, 62 carbs, and 23 fats. So by no means the biggest meal of the day, however, still gets us off to a good start. So the next couple of meals are going to be around my training. I've got legs today, so it's going to be a badass session. I won't jump into a full session like I normally do at the moment, but I will keep you in the loop of exactly what goes down. I've got a little bit of online coaching work to get cracking on with right now. I've got a posing session, and then I will catch up with you guys when we're back for meal number 2. Okay, back again, people. It is 11:30. It's time for meal 2, and this is exactly what is going down. We got some cream of rice. We've got some grass-fed whey protein isolate. We've got some honey, banana, and almond butter. So I'm not going to bore you with me making this whole thing. I'll catch up with you when the meal's done, and then we'll just talk over exactly what's about to go down. This is how I like my cream of rice to look. Nice and smooth. None of this lumpy shite that you see people putting out there. Ready for the toppings. All right, so there we have it, the finished product. So we've got 120 grams of cream of rice. We've got 1 banana, 20 grams of almond butter, 20 grams of honey, and 30 grams of whey protein isolate. That totals out to 829 calories. And the macros for this meal are 41 grams of protein, 138 carbs, and 13 grams of fat. So I normally just set my phone up, watch a bit of YouTube, get a little bit of bodybuilding motivation on or something like that. Depends on what I'm going to train. Probably just put some hardcore leg day motivation on and smash this down. And then I'm psyched up, I'm focused, I'm ready to go. And yeah, just ready for what's to come, which is going to be fucking pain. All right, there is only one other thing that we need to do before we head off to the gym, and that is make a pre-workout. So, as always, it would be rude not to use the Ultimate White from Effective, which is their brand new pre-workout based on the goat of all energy drinks, a White Monster. So, the pump ingredients in this though are just honestly savage. Everyone always asks me what it tastes like, and it tastes like a White Monster without the fizz. So almost like a flat White Monster. It's really nice, but I take it more so for the actual pump that you get from it, because it is high level. So we're gonna do like a scoop and a half ish. Get that in, and then we are ready to get ourselves off to the gym and go and bring the pen, leg day. I'll catch you guys right there. All right, we're back home. It's currently 3:30, so I'm a little bit behind on meals, but we got meal 3 about to go down, and here's what it is. This is the beast of the post-workout meal. 160 grams of lean 5% beef mince, some asparagus, 350 grams that is cooked weight rice, and a kiwi. And just to give you guys the numbers behind it, it's 850 calories. We're looking at 50 grams of protein, 130 grams of carbs, and 12 grams of fat. So time for me to not waste any more time, get this meal down me, and then I'll catch up with you guys for meal number 4.
A few moments later.
Back again with another meal, 6 p.m. guys. So we're going in with meal number 4 right now, which is gonna be chicken and rice. Nothing exciting at all. However, it's the basic stuff like this every single day without fail that gets us where we need to be. So I just put in 300 grams of rice, and then this is the beauty of having my awesome sponsors GSN, because if you do not use GSN, honestly, you're missing a trick, right? Because these chicken breasts come to your house completely cooked, like this, completely cooked, and then you just need to defrost them anytime you want to eat them. So I've literally got another load of chicken breasts right there defrosting. I've already defrosted the ones for this meal. So now all I need to do is literally just pop it on the plate, warm it up, it's ready to go. You can eat it warm, you can eat it cold. It is literally a game changer, lifesaver, time saver. And you know, when people say that, oh, I don't really have time, I don't really have this, I don't really have that, it's not even an excuse anymore. With things like this, literally, this is gonna take me less time than it would to order some like junk food or eat some, I don't know, a meal deal from Tesco's or something like that, you know? Literally, it's already done for you. Every single chicken breast is pretty much weighed out to perfection at 100 grams or about 100 to 105 per chicken breast, so it's absolutely perfect. So I normally have 150 grams of chicken, so that's normally roughly about 1.5 chicken breasts per meal. And it literally, like I say, this meal is gonna be done in 30 seconds. I don't know why, I'm a bit weird, I like ripping the chicken breast up, but it's what it is. When you eat a lot of food, sometimes you gotta do the things that you gotta do to make it more enjoyable. So I'm gonna literally shove this meal in the microwave. It's gonna be ready to go. I feel like I should be literally playing that Eminem song. Guess who's back, 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 back again. Elliot's back, scrambling his head off. 698 calories in total, 150 grams of chicken breast, 300 grams of jasmine rice, and some asparagus. And the macros are 53 grams of protein, 105 grams of carbs, and 6 grams of fat. Time to get meal 4 in. We've got 2 left. Calories are ticking up now, guys. So we're gonna launch a little bit of barbecue sauce on this, like that, because it's off season and I'm not really that bothered. Some pink salt, and we're ready to go again. Guys, it's time for the least exciting meal of the day. Why is it the least exciting meal of the day? Because it is exactly the same as the meal before. Chicken and rice. And there we go. Deja vu. 2 hours later on, we're going back in with exactly the same meal as before. So we got 150 chicken, 300 grams of rice, and some asparagus. And let me just go over the macros again. So yeah, we're talking another 698 calories, 53 grams of protein, 105 carbs, and 6 grams of fat. When people say that eating is like a full-time job, I'm pretty sure this video is going to show you that that is the absolute truth. Because the thing is, with someone like myself, whose metabolism is very, very fast, my body loves staying lean. So I have to eat quite a lot of food in order to actually put weight on. Obviously, when my food is nice and clean like it is, that's why I stay in shape. That's why I don't put a whole lot of body fat on. If I was going to be putting like 4,000 plus calories away in terms of like Five Guys, McDonald's and all this sort of stuff, I would not look like I do right now because of all of this shit in that food. However, a lot of people obviously in the world think that carbs are bad and all the rest of it. This is like over 500 grams of carbs every single day without fail. and I'm not getting any fatter. So my weight is steadily going up, but because that I'm eating 99.9% of it is whole foods, it's all very, very nutrient dense quality food, I ain't putting any fat on. But the only place that this is going to be going is to the muscle. So think about this, guys, when you're actually planning in your own nutrition. Eating clean is always the way forward. Your body will burn through this food. It'll utilize it for fuel, performance, and recovery. And if you just put shit in your body, it ain't gonna go anywhere. It's just gonna store as body fat, unfortunately, unless you're someone with a rapid metabolism. It just doesn't really work. So eating clean is always the way forward, I'd say. Anyway, time for me to get meal 5 down. One more meal after this to round off the day, and then we will be another day closer to getting absolutely huge. All right, it's finally that time. 10:30 p.m, final meal 6 out of 6 about to go in, and we've got an absolute assortment. This is probably my favorite meal of the day. Greek yogurt, honey, some dark chocolate, almond butter, oats, blueberries and raspberries. So I'm going to throw all of this together. I'll show you when it's done, and we'll finish this day off. Back in the hot seat for the final time today, meal 6 out of 6, and this is what's going down. Greek yogurt, berries, dark chocolate, honey, oats, almond butter and dark chocolate in there. So the meal actually comes out of 572 calories, and the macros in total are 36 grams of protein, 67 carbs and 15 fats. So this is one of the smaller meals of the day. I find that this meal literally just sits on me super easy after obviously the mountains of food that I've had for the last like 3 meals. This goes down an absolute treat. I go to bed with a super flat stomach, digestion's always on point, and yeah, I just finished the day feeling satisfied and with a little something sweet, so I can't really fault it. I'm going to give you the totals of exactly what's going down as well. So it's just over 4,000 calories, so it's 4,144 calories to be exact. And the macros for the full day are 252 grams of protein, 604 grams of carbs, and 75 grams of fat. And that is exactly what I'm consuming every single day right now, not just for a full day of eating for YouTube, every single day. So for the final time today, I'm going to put this meal down. That is 6 out of 6, job done. I'm going to get myself in there, watch some shit TV with Helen, catch up because she's had a busy day as well at work, and then we're going to probably go to bed, and then I'm going to wake up and do it all over again tomorrow, because this is what I do every day. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you took something away from it, please leave a comment below, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.